Hello and welcome back to This Is My YouTube channel and I Do What I Want. I'm your host Morgan.grae and today we are going to be yapping. We are going to be taking it way back. 13 years ago I started this YouTube channel as a little 12-year-old with a dream. I got on this platform and I talked my shit and I didn't edit it and I just uploaded it and I went about my day and I never even thought about what anybody could perceive it as. So here I am. I'm gonna flip my viewfinder because who cares what I look like, bro? And we're just gonna yap. Dude, I have things to say. I have had a very interesting day actually. I went all the way out to Wyandotte County Lake because I had some shit I needed to process. I went to the spillway because that was the place that my ex took me for our first date. It wasn't really a date, it was like a first hangout session to talk. And we walked around, we walked like 5 fucking miles. I was so sweaty, I had so many mosquito bites. Ugh, my brief lover of summer of 24. I still have so much love in my heart for this man. I'm still devastated over our breakup. If you're watching this, come home. No, I'm just kidding. What this podcast, or whatever you want to call this, what this dissertation is really about is I don't think that I am meant to be in a relationship, bro. Okay, listen. We're going to take it back a little bit. I have, for my entire life, felt lonely. I feel like I was born lonely. Like, I never had any real friends. I never felt loved by the people around me, blah, 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 blah. And this is not a pity party, I promise. Don't leave. I'm here to talk my shit. Or do leave. You know what? If you don't understand my vision, then you can go. That's totally fine. But I spent the majority of my life feeling extremely alone. Okay? I'm now 26 years old, which is fucking crazy. But from the time I lost my virginity at 14, I was never alone. I was never not in a fucking relationship from 14 to 24. I was always with a man. And I was also always having sex. Yes. Because I didn't really recognize the implications and maybe like how serious sex really is. And a lot of people don't, which is totally fine. And I feel like when I look up singleness and celibacy and blah, blah, blah on YouTube, all I see is like really religious people talking about their singleness and celibacy journey and like how it brought them closer to God, blah, blah, blah. That's perfectly fine. I love Jesus. He's my number one homie. However, I'm not indoctrinated into the church. I don't believe in celibacy for God, to bring myself closer to God. If you do that, cool. But that's not really my purpose in my celibacy. My whole thing has been after I had my son and I looked into his eyes and I realized that he was a whole human being with a whole soul. And now that he's 18 months old, he like can speak to me and he gets songs stuck in his head and he dances and he's like such a cool dude and he has an awesome personality. I realized the moment I had my son, like that shit is really powerful. Like I created a whole human life. I mean, one day he's going to be a man, but he's a very cool little dude. Dude, that shit is like, sex is so powerful, so I just don't fucking have it. But on the singleness thing, I'm gonna try and keep this kind of brief because like I just need to get this shit out of my brain. And I've been thinking about it all day because here's the thing. I'm just going to say what I want to say. This is my YouTube channel and I do what I want. Remember? Comment down below if you hate me. Anyways, I woke up this morning and the first thing I did was call my ex because we're friends. We've been friends for 10 fucking years now. And he pissed me off. It was like 10 in the morning. 10 in the morning, I'm pissed off at a man. The fuck? Anyways, I've been holding out hope for like 10 years that he would finally choose me, choose me, for whatever fucking reason, even though we weren't good together then and we wouldn't be good together now, but a part of me is just like, this is the only man that anyways, he showed me why I was wrong today, which is totally fine. Like, he's still a good person. I just know that that's not my man. Anyways, I realized something like clicked for me after I had this moment with him. I realized why I can't be in a relationship. I am so much better alone, guys. I don't know how to explain to you. For 10 years, I was having sex. No breaks. No fucking breaks. I mean, like, maybe, like, a few months or whatever, but, like, I was having sex reckless. Any man that gave me any attention. I did not give a fuck. I did not respect myself. And in that time, I did create art. Don't get me wrong. However, I didn't create anything that I resonated with. I was just making art to make art because I said I was an artist. Do you know what I mean? The majority of the last 2 years I have been single. And it's coming up on a year this September that I've been single and pretty much celibate. I had one hookup, which was so fucking stupid and I regret. Whatever, the point is, I have never in my life been more creative, more fulfilled, and resonated more with my own art ever in my entire fucking life. And I believe that there is a correlation between me being single and reserving that energy for myself and not giving it to someone who literally doesn't care whether I live or die. I think that that is the biggest difference, is all that energy that I would have been giving to an intimate partner, I am instead giving to myself and making something tangible and beautiful and special and mind-changing and life-changing for me. And I'm actually the most creative I've ever been in my entire life right now. And it also, there are outside factors. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say, in order to be the best version of yourself creatively, you have to be single and celibate. No, dude. I think that there are other factors that, like, I just think everything is aligning perfectly right now, and the AC just kicked on, so if you heard that, I apologize. I also have found a medium that I like more than acrylic, which is like so fucking, I thought I was going to be an acrylic girly till I die, because the paint dries fast and like it's so easy. I'm like, yeah. Girl, I love oil painting, bro. I just picked up oil painting like a month ago and I'm already busting out paintings. How is it that I can paint faster with paint that dries slower? I don't fucking know, but I love oil painting, okay? And even though oil painters are fucking pretentious, they might be right. So I think that's a factor, like finding a medium that I really love. And finally, like, I just think things are clicking for me, like color theory and things like that. I've just been so creative lately, and I just don't know if there's any other reason why. Maybe it's because my prefrontal cortex is fully developed because I'm 26 now. I don't know. But I have never in my life been more creative than I am right now. Like, guys, I just began writing my first novel. I'm already through the first chapter. The fuck? I already have half the book outlined. The fuck? I'm 10 minutes into a video that's probably gonna be 45 fucking minutes long. And I've been editing my videos like I used to when I was a kid. Oh my god, I'm actually gonna cry. I feel like recently I've connected so much with my inner child. And I think a big reason for that is because I don't have someone interfering with my energy, dude. Like, being alone is it's so good and healing, bro. And of course, I'm not totally alone. I have my friends, I have my family, I have my community. I just don't have a partner. And I'm realizing that I think that I could be alone for the rest of my life and be okay with that, as long as I have my people and I have my creative outlets, like writing, like painting, like creating YouTube videos, film in general. Guys, okay, I did not see myself living to 26. Never in my fucking life. And I talk about this a little bit in the video that I'm working on now. And I'm sorry if I cry. But I'm actually really not sorry if I cry, because would 14-year-old me be sorry if she cried on the internet? Maybe a little bit, but also I'm a real ass bitch. Give a fuck about a big break it back whole 5-6 figures. Okay. Now I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. Okay, I remember what I was talking about. I, for my entire life, thought I was going to die young. I have a lot of anxiety. I've always had a lot of anxiety. I always thought I was going to die young. and that feeling hasn't gone away. I unfortunately still believe that I am gonna die young. However, for the first time in my entire life, I don't want to. I don't want to. And it's a combination between, of course, having my son and watching him grow up. Like, I do not want to miss a second of his life. I love this kid. I can't even explain, like, I prayed for him, y'all. I prayed for him for my entire life. I prayed for God to give me a child. And I'm not saying it healed me. It didn't. And you shouldn't have a kid to fucking heal you, because that's just not how that works. But a part of it inherently did heal me. I just love my fucking son. And I can't fucking talk about this or I'm gonna lose my mind. But for the first time in my life, I'm really excited about living. Being alive is so cool and so fun. I love my baby. I love my friends. I love my art. I love my art. And for the first time in my entire life, I'm making plans 10, 15 years out. Never ever in my life did I think I would make it to 26. And now I'm like, well, when my son's 18, I'll be 48, I think. No, that's not true. I'll be like 50 something. What the fuck? 25 plus 18.
5 plus 18.
I'll be 43. Turns out I don't know math really well. I'll be 43, and hey guys, guess what? Life doesn't end when you're 25, and even though these red-pilled fuckers on the internet will try and tell you as a woman you start to lose value after 25 and that you lose value once you become a single mom, they're fucking wrong. They're wrong. Because when I'm 43 and my son's 18, I'm not going to tell him he has to leave the house or whatever, but once he graduates high school, like, I'm going to go back to school. That's my plan. I'm going to go back to college because I would really like to go to school for film, because it has been my dream since I was a fucking girl, but it wasn't realized until like 3 years ago that that's really what I want to do. I want to make movies, bro. I really want to make fucking movies so bad. Oh my god, I'm crying. I didn't expect to cry, so I'm sorry, but the point is, I never ever saw myself getting to 25, getting to 26. I at one point did not even see myself making it to 18, and now we're here. And I'm like, when I'm 43, I'm going back to college. What the fuck? You're going back to college at 43? Yeah, because life doesn't end now. And you can restart whenever you want. I'm making decisions now that are setting the groundwork for when I'm 43. I don't know where I'm going to be, but I know that I have certain goals that I want to hit, right? And I think the only reason it makes me sad, because it's like I'm kind of going through the death of my past self, because me a year ago, me 2 years ago, I don't think I ever could have had these realizations or these thoughts ever. I think the only reason, I'm gonna cry again. I think the only reason that I have so much excitement for my life, me, is because I'm only focused on my life. I'm not focused on how to integrate someone else's life into my life or how I can integrate myself into someone else's life. I'm just thinking about me and my child. Obviously, don't get it fucking twisted, but the point is, like, I'm thinking about what do I want? I love that I don't have to consider what a man may think or what a man may want for me. It is such a goddamn blessing to have everything that I have and to be able to do this shit on my own. And it's fucking hard. Let me not fucking sit here and lie to you. It is hard. But I would choose this amount of hard any day over having a man in my home, in my bed, simply so he can pay some of the bills when he doesn't care whether I live or die. You see what I'm saying? That was a little bit dramatic, but I think you understand. Point is, this is the happiest I've ever been, and this is the most creative I've ever been, and it's because I believe it's because I don't have somebody's broke ass son sleeping next to me every night. Life is so good, guys. It's so good. And guess what? If you're 21, if you're 23, if you're 25, things can get better for you. Because I swear to you, I never, ever, 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 ever thought that I would make it to 26. 2 years ago, I never thought I could be alone and be happily alone. Ever. I was married. I'm now divorced, in case you don't know. And I thought that I was going to be with that man forever. Even when I knew at a certain point that we were not meant for each other. I thought I was just going to have to tough it out. It's okay to change course. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to start over. And it's never too late to start over. And you're not failing because you're starting over. It's not a failure. It's just a redirection. Being single and being celibate is literally saving my life. And that is the moral of the fucking story, bitch. I think that's all I really have to say. If you like this video, like it. If you dislike this video, dislike it. Comment down below if you hate me. Comment down below if you love me. Subscribe. Thank you for being here. Genuinely, I appreciate you listening, and I appreciate y'all giving me the space to say what the fuck I want, because again, it's my channel and I do what I want. I am coming back. I won't promise anything. I do want to start doing lives once a week so that I can, because I'm painting anyways, I would like to have that time on live to kind of like share with you guys, you know? I'm working on a project right now that's kind of like, I don't know, I really am proud of it, so it'll be out in the next month or so. Love you so much. Thank you for allowing me to have this time with you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!